Hello, welcome to Hablo Español. And in this video, I want to talk to you about a challenge that you're probably going to face at some point in your journey of learning Spanish. And it's comfort zone, right? It's staying in our comfort zone. And a lot of times we're going to start feeling like, Esther, I like to read and write Spanish better just because I'm better at it. So I think I'm going to focus on that. But that's not a good idea. I want to encourage you to force yourself to work on the four parts or the four elements of the language. So when you're learning Spanish, you're going to have two elements that are going to be input and two elements that are going to be output. Okay, what does that mean? You're going to be listening and reading, right? Listening and reading, that is the language that comes to us, right? It's input. That's whatever comes from outside to the inside of our brain. And then whatever goes out, which is output, it's the speaking part of it and the writing, right? It's coming out from my knowledge, what I'm learning from the input. I am reproducing, an output, which is speaking and writing. All right. So, for example, right, in your class number 5, if you're not there yet, don't worry about it. You will get there. And when you're learning about how to ask for items, right? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es eso? All right. Okay, so you're gonna probably find easier to read, right? Because Spanish is easier to read, way easier than English, and you're gonna be able to write it, right? Because you see it and you can write it. You read and then you write it. Then it's might be a lot easier for you. But when it comes to speaking, that's where almost everybody has the biggest challenge to reproduce the words. But that's super important to work on the four elements. Don't forget any element. And one of the most important elements that I want you to really focus on is on your speaking. Because you might already know some of these words. You might tell me, Esther, but I already know those words. I already know what mango is or a manzana. I already know that. But I want you to focus on speaking the words, on speaking the phrases. Okay, so repeat the phrases, reproduce the language. We're going to be focusing a lot on speaking because the other parts of the language are going to come natural. It's going to be part of your classes, obviously, but the speaking part, I will always be encouraging you during the process of your learning, throughout the whole course, to speak the language. All right, so start speaking from the beginning, and we'll see you in the next video.